Mirai Satola.
Paige Gilbert.
Myra Lucretia Taylor.
Hi, I'm Mamea Boafo.
I am Abina Mensa Bonsu.
Zenzi Williams.
Joanna Jones.
Latoya Edwards.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Beal, and I'm the writer with the cast of Schoolgirls, or the African Mean Girls play.
Schoolgirls, or the African Mean Girls play, received a critically acclaimed world premiere at MCC last fall, marking actor and playwright Jocelyn Bio's professional playwriting debut. The play tells a coming-of-age story set in an exclusive all-girls boarding school in Ghana in the 80s. In the spirit of the show, we sat down with Bio and the cast of her play to find out more about how well they've gotten to know each other during this process.
I would say Zenzi.
I think we probably all have maybe our own individual shoulders, maybe. Like, we all don't cry on the same shoulder.
That's
true.
Yeah,
But
so,
there was a beautiful moment where we all gathered around a particular cast member and held on tightly as a company. And that was really beautiful. It was backstage in the dressing room, and all of a sudden it got quiet. It got so quiet.
that's true.
And then we all just came together.
And we all share one big dressing room, so it's easy.
This is true.
The dynamic duo. One day I went home, right? We had a show, went home. I'm like, why do I have videos on my phone? I look at my phone, and Paige has my shoes on that I wear in the show, and she's doing a little shimmy.
Okay, listen. That was probably like, we don't really do like pranks, but one day, my character believes that she should win the pageant. And I went backstage after first scene.
Yeah, most probably.
And her heels were there, and I just had an impulse to and my feet are smaller than hers, so it was like my feet were just like steep in the heels, and I was like,
Yeah,
and
she did that to Amma too. You put on my school slippers, and you were like, I'm Amma.
Oh my gosh, I guess it was me.
Ooh,
Probably Zenzi.
I was gonna say Latoya. I was gonna say, well.
I'm here for it.
Full of wisdom.
Yes, the way you can make a beautiful meal out of
Exactly.
a lot of different ingredients.
And she's our resident vegan, so and she knows martial arts.
Yeah, you would know.
Oh yeah.
You would know.
She good.
I do like
I'll be good in the
full of wisdom and knowledge.
Let's just say, yeah.
What do I have that
What do I have?
you all to know? See, I was gonna say Mirai. Yeah.
Ever since.
Latoya.
Oh yeah.
But
she said it also. You said it.
But she's lucky.
Latoya.
Yeah, because it's always during a really funny moment, and their characters can justify it, so they're lucky.
I'm normally laughing because of something I'm seeing on like y'all are doing something that has inspired me to this character.
So they're lucky.
Abina.
I was gonna say Abina.
She's all the IG skills.
Really involved.
She has all the IG skills. In fact, as we're speaking right now, she's the Instagram takeover for today. She knows that. She knows it all. And a runner-up would be Mirai.
Yeah.
And then following that page.
Oh, all right. Boom, boom, and
You have the most followers.
no.
That is true.
No, Joanna has the most followers.
My bad.
Joanna has the most followers.
Joanna's like,
I don't know, like, what I'm doing on there. I'm like,
But when I read, when I thought about this question, I did think about Abina first because, she is very involved, but not in a obsessive way. Some people are like, oh, I gotta be post it. Like, she genuinely has fun doing it. So I think that, that's why.
Instagram takeover.
I think we all are, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we all
We have a
are.
have our different.
Every single person.
Me? What me?
I was gonna say you.
In life, it has happened to me only because it was in a pocket that was really shallow. And so I didn't realize till after, and it was like too late. But that was years ago. But yes, it has happened.
She's changed.
I have changed.
No more shallow pockets.
I think Myra would speak for mine. I think Myra would. Myra.
I don't know. It depends on the day. Sometimes things just fall out of my mouth.
What did you say?
It's true.
You know it all.
You would plug.
If there's anything that we need to know, Abana will find it out.
Yes, this is
Thanks
true.
for saying that, but I truly think maybe it's a tie. I feel like Mira is very
We're a
knowledgeable.
team.
Yeah.
Okay,
We like to have
dynamic
information
duo.
back and forth.
I will send the email.
Yes.
Well, if there's like a celebrity in the house, like Abba is the one.
Yeah,
who
you'll know.
I
Yeah.
requested to know so that I don't like go home immediately because I've done that so many times.
We'd love for Oprah to come.
We are just at the plug. Come on.
I love her.
We want Oprah to come. Oprah, come see the show.
Oprah, come see about us.
We've been tweeting at you.
We have
Gail too. Come on.
Latoya.
Or Paige.
She's always learning her routine.
Salad. I'll do it too.
That's funny.
Well, I really enjoyed working with all women. That's like not something you really get to do very often. And women playwright, women director, and all women cast. It's just a nice feeling. And I've never had that experience before. So there's like a special camaraderie and like understanding of each other that is very special to this play. So and such a special piece and a wonderful piece. It's nice to be like, surrounded by just like the female essence. And yeah, that's been really good for me.
You could expect one, the unexpected. I think you will come and see 8 beautiful women of color on stage, something that I haven't seen very much in the theater. And I also think that you will get an inside peek of what it is like to be a woman of color in this world, and the pain and the suffering, but also the strength that it takes to be a woman of color in this world. And I think those are really great things to look forward to coming and seeing and being educated about in the theater.
And you will laugh.
Yeah.
You will laugh. There's a lot of laughter. So big range of emotion here. Jocelyn has written such a beautiful play. It's such a full, rich meal. So I'm excited for you. So look at the thing. I'm excited for everybody who has seen it, who's about to see it. It really, truly is a gift. Yeah.
I was part of the casting process, putting the play together, and it was all kind of like uniquely. It was part casting and part like people that I just knew and wanted to like work with. I met, Mamiya, and we bonded over being Ghanaian women in theater, and I was like, want to do a reading of this, and I've seen Mirai in a television show, and I was just like, hey, do you want to be in a reading of this? I have been a huge fan of Myra's for many, many years, and was like, do you want to do a reading? And then other, girls I met through the audition process. We never actually even got to meet in person until rehearsal. It was all via video auditions, really. And so this kind of Paige came in for her audition, and when she was leaving, we all just knew that she was, perfect for the role. And when she was leaving, she was like, bye, love you. And we were like, I love you too.
it was
That was really funny. So, but I think it's something to say that it's really indicative of like, you know, sometimes the way, you know, a family comes together is not always the like, you know, singular way. You know, there can be, you know, a myriad of things that like bring, you know, people together. And I just feel super grateful and excited that like this is the family that like was chosen for me in this play. I think the biggest challenge I faced was people not understanding my writing, not understanding what I was trying to do in terms of African comedy, that I was passionate about putting my culture on stage, but I was not passionate about continuing to add to the singular narrative of African strife and struggle. Just like my parents and like all of my friends' parents who are first generation like me, you know, they all come from like regular working class families who didn't, who experience all of the same universal things that everyone else does. And it felt so odd to me that like an African story had to then pass through the portal of pain before, you know, it could, you know, land on stage and be just as heartwarming or as engaging as any other play. So in a weird way, I'm kind of glad that Schoolgirls actually was the first play that of mine that got produced, because I think it was such a powerful statement in like putting 8, you know, Black women on stage and making them all funny, and also like really doubling down on the fact that like this is what I do, this is who I am, and I'm really not going to bend on it. So either you're gonna like get with it or just don't. And being able to make, you know, that statement feels really inspiring, especially in this day and age. I feel like a lot of writers, a lot of women, a lot of people, you know, are feeling very stifled to conform and fit. And I think this play in a lot of ways is saying we won't do that.
I think it's hard not to, you know. With other shows that you do on stage, you can kind of shed your character at the door. But the issues that are within the play that are also wonderfully and beautifully disguised under Jocelyn's comedy and her writing and her powerful words, we can't shed those things. We can't shed the colorism, we can't shed the racism, we can't shed those things once we step out the theater. So it's hard not to relate to this material, at least for me and my experience with it.
Yeah, I connect with everything in the play, and it's been an amazing experience because I don't know if it is because I'm in this play that explores colorism and I wasn't really noticing how other people outside of this play were talking about it, or maybe it is kismet, but I feel like now there are so many other celebrities bringing up this issue of colorism and exploring it in a way that has never been explored before. You know, there is racism, but I don't think that people talk enough about the issues that affect people of color inside of their communities. And it's not just African communities. It happens in Puerto Rican communities, Dominican communities, Asian American communities. Like, there are so many different ethnicities that deal with the skin lightening issue. And I feel like now, and we talked about this in rehearsal process and stuff like that, about Ghana finally like banning bleaching cream, and I think that wasn't happening before. But also another thing that resonates with me is camaraderie with women, especially as I'm coming into my own as a woman, and it takes me back to that little girl who had her friend group then. Yeah, all that stuff is really, really cool. But I can go on and on. It's really an amazing piece.
For a very long time, I think I thought I was alone in the sense that I would be either the one Black woman in a show, or I would be the one, I was gonna be, when I auditioned for grad school, I thought, okay, it's not gonna be me because they're gonna choose 2 Black women or 1 Black woman. There's always gonna either be 1 or 2 of us, and then that was it. But being in this particular production has reaffirmed that there's more than enough room for each and every one of us. That we do not have to go into audition rooms or into any room and cut each other down or try to make it seem like, oh, it's just going to be me, because it can actually be every single one of us. Does something absolutely beautiful for young women who can sit in a theater and say, actually, my friend can be in something with me, and we can all do this together. We can all come up at the same time. And I think that restores hope in me.
Come see Schoolgirls if you like a good night at the theater.
Joy.
Fierce women.
Beautiful women.
Come see Schoolgirls if you like African women breaking the glass ceiling.
Black Girl Magic.
Come see Schoolgirls if you just like to smile.
Come see Schoolgirls if you love drama.
Come see Schoolgirls if you like relationships.
Wait, come see Schoolgirls if you like oatmeal.
Yes!
Okay,
and
come see
apple
Schoolgirls if
and
you
grape.
like Nikes. Come on, Nikes.